Welcome back, everybody. Episode 97 of Big Easy Blitz podcast. I'm going to talk for a little bit to start here. Connor's working on some notes, because we're always trying.
Or for
Yeah,
the pod.
we're always trying to improve the pod. As you can see, we changed the background to the Pelicans flag. Well, Connor changed the background to the Pelicans flag. We're going to talk about the Pelicans. DeJounte Murray's making his debut on Tuesday against the Warriors. I'm excited to see what that's going to look like. The Pelicans, while you might not, no, the record's not showing it. They have been playing better.
They're playing good
They are
basketball.
playing good basketball. Especially in this past game against the Sixers.
Yeah,
DeAndre Jordan got the start.
I mean, they
Um,
were just trying.
I mean, it worked. He had
It
15
worked.
rebounds, 6 points, some 4 blocks, and um, we'll talk about the Pelicans. We're gonna get into college basketball. March is here almost. A week from now is gonna be March.
Yeah, conference tournaments are starting up. I think March 2nd,
Yeah,
which is like what?
I know
Next
LSU. Yeah, LSU's last whole regular season game Saturday. So, and I think everybody makes the tournament in the SEC. So LSU still has a fighting chance technically.
Before Texas and Oklahoma joined, everybody made the tournament. I'd assume it's the same.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know if it changed.
I'll,
I feel like I would have heard if it changed though.
yeah.
I'm assuming all 16 teams make the tournament.
So
There's probably a play-in though. Like,
yeah. So technically LSU is not mathematically eliminated
oh
yet.
no, no. Technically, no team's mathematically eliminated. From an at-large bid, LSU has obviously no way. They would have to qualify via
Hey, look, I've seen crazier
championship.
things. I've seen Loyola Chicago go to the Final Four.
I would go on air and say LSU winning the SEC championship this year would be more crazy than that happened. That's how, I mean,
I mean,
two of your best players are hurt. Your coach is
as
terrible.
sorry and sad as that is accurate. That'd
I'm
be
very confident that that is accurate.
yeah. But yeah, like I said, Pelicans, college basketball, um, maybe some MLB. Probably not though.
Spring training started.
Spring training gets started. Spring training and preseason NFL are the same. Like you're so happy for it to be back, but it is so hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like it is. I'm a huge Cubs fan. I was dying for the Cubs to be back. Like that was just.
You get 3 innings into the first
I
game.
mean,
It's like,
and it's like single A guys that get brought up, and I'm like, I have no idea who this dude is, and
yeah.
he's playing for my favorite team right now. Wearing number 74. Like, what are we doing
Hey,
here?
shout out Adbert Alzolay. Alzolay,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
reliever, number 73 for the Cubs.
Yeah, he used to be. I think he was on the
Yeah.
Mets for a little bit. I don't know where he's at
I
now.
don't know where he went.
But we got Daniel Palencia, the flame throwing missile. Okay, nothing but cheese. Okay, he doesn't have it all speed. It's just my best
My best versus
my
your
best
best.
versus your best, and it's 100 down the middle. And when it's two strikes, it's 102. Every time it's two strikes, he throws 102. It's incredible.
That's cool.
Um, but yeah, let's just jump right into it. We'll
Shout out Mercado.
oh,
3750 Williams Boulevard, 70065, Kenner, Louisiana.
tell them boys that Big Easy will send you. They're closed on
Gotta
Monday.
get some good food.
Yeah, yeah, that's on me. They're closed on Monday, but go tomorrow. They'll reopen tomorrow. Go get some food. Tell them we sent you. You will not be mistaken. You will not be disappointed.
Choose anything on the menu.
Literally,
You'll be pleased.
literally.
Believe that.
And it's a nice little shop when you go in there. It's good environment.
Cozy.
It is very
We
cozy.
did a pod in there.
We that was early in our
That was
potting days. That was probably
that was a Saints predictions
it
video.
was that was probably like episode 20, 30, something like that, somewhere around there. Um, but like let's go Pelicans first, just because there's not much to talk about. And this will be a predominantly
I mean,
college basketball pod.
it's beautiful.
It does.
It really does.
I'd like that logo more than just the Pelican that they've been doing. Um, but the Pelicans, they have been playing better. They are. It doesn't matter what their record is; they're not going anywhere. But I
No,
think 16 and 42.
something like that. Yeah,
Um,
something like that.
but they're playing good. Which it's a good and a bad thing. And let me explain that. I like that they're playing good. It shows what the future could hold. But at the same time, this organization might still think they're in a win now mode. Um, because that's what New Orleans franchises want to do. And they might do some like I don't know, like we already think they're win now because they had 5 untouchables, and only traded Jose Alvarado, who's like the most fan favorite player on the team.
Yeah.
And he's killing it in New York, and I'm so happy
So
for him.
happy
Oh
for him,
man,
dude. I
it
hope
is.
the Knicks win it all.
Yeah, I would love it. Just could you
That's
imagine two New Orleans teams trade their
Rashid
favorite
and then
fan favorites and they both win? Oh man,
I don't know if that would be good or bad for New
it'd
Orleans.
be a feel good. No, I mean, how would that be bad? I mean,
Just like a make it out of New Orleans type vibe. Like, oh, I made it out, you know?
maybe, but both of them love New Orleans,
Yeah.
so at least it's not like a Anthony Davis type thing, or it'd be like
Anthony Davis, when we traded him,
yeah,
went
but
to
it
win
would
a
it
ring.
would be, it'd feel more like the Drew Holiday when he won a chip. Like you feel good for him. But yeah, DeJounte Murray's gonna make his debut. I would assume he'd be coming off the bench. I don't think he's
You'd
gonna
think,
start.
yeah,
I would assume he's also be limited minutes, probably like a 15, 20
to
minute
start, yeah.
thing. Um, but I kind of want to get your thoughts on the Jordan Poole. I mean, did you watch that game against
He's
the Sixers?
playing again.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I think it was his first game back, and he went nuclear. And he looked like the Jordan Poole when he came back from injury the first time, and he went crazy. He
Yeah.
did have some stupid shots, but I mean, most of them sometimes they went in.
I mean,
23 points, I think he had.
that's the Jordan Poole experience. Like,
It
you're
is.
going to get these games where he pops for 25, 30 points, and then you're going to have games where he is a complete non-factor, shoots 2 for 12 from the field with 5 turnovers. It's just part of the experience with him. And then on DeJounte Murray, I'm going to put out a TikTok on this later, but and this is obviously why the Pelicans didn't trade him at the trade deadline. Why would you trade a guy when his value is at an all-time low? So you got to think the Pelicans still are going to trade DeJounte Murray because although Dumars and Troy Weaver think the Pels are still in a win now situation, you have 5 untouchables. You have to make a trade. I think they realize that. They just said that because their pride. I genuinely don't know. Um, but I do think they wait, hopefully try to build DeJounte's value back up, build his market back up. Hopefully he can come back, play some good defense like he did back in the day at San Antonio, and then he played okay defense next to Trae Young. But hopefully they can get something for DeJounte. I really don't know what his value would look like, but that's kind of what the Pels are going to do with him.
I'm gonna completely kind of counteract what I said earlier about the DeJounte Murray. I think it is a win-win. Um, with him coming back, like if he plays good, great. You have something for next season. If he doesn't play good, then you can go ahead and trade him. Now his value is gonna be
Yeah,
low, but I do still think that Jordan Poole and DeJounte Murray will not be on the team next year. Along with other guys, I think those two will not be here anymore. And I think right now it's kind of like a tryout for the rest of the league. Um,
I like that. I do like
and I
that.
think that's why DeJounte Murray was waiting so long to come back to make sure he's fully healthy.
To
And
display what he
yeah,
can do.
and that's why I think the Pelicans and DeJounte Murray both kind of agreed on that. I don't
Because
know anything,
it
but
would benefit both sides if
exactly,
you think about it.
exactly. If he comes back and plays well, maybe the Pelicans, even if they might still want to trade him, but they can get more for him. But we'll see. I'm excited to see what they look like tomorrow. I don't know if we'll be able to get it up here at Baton Rouge, but I guess we'll.
Which, I mean, I could go on a whole other thing about how South Louisiana doesn't get the Pelicans games for free, but that's a whole
Yeah.
other thing.
Yeah. Yeah. What he's that perfectly said. But yeah, Pelicans, do they have a bright future? I don't know. What? Okay, I don't know if you saw this, the post game interview with Derek Queen. I mean, I mean, that
Yeah,
was.
Derek Queen and DeAndre Jordan are straight gold.
I
Like,
mean,
I love them
the
together.
Pelicans better hire DeAndre Jordan as a coach,
Yeah,
please. Just keep him around New Orleans.
get DeAndre Jordan as a
I
coach,
mean,
bro.
the job he's done with Derek Queen this year is just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the Derek Queen one's the most notable, but I mean, like, I've seen clips of him in Fears,
Yeah,
other
that's why
guys too.
I think they should bring DeAndre Jordan and Chris Paul and put them on the staff, the coaching staff.
I don't know about Chris Paul, but DeAndre Jordan would be really cool. That would be really cool. Um, the Pelicans have a bright future, like Brock said. I don't know. Is it brighter than it was 3 weeks ago? Yeah,
It looks like it.
I'd say
It looks
so.
like it.
I'd say so. So look, gradual steps. We're trending.
All right, last thing. At this moment in time, right now on February 23rd at 2:45 p.m., do you still want James Borrego as a coach? If the season ended today and the Pelicans had to make a decision today, you're Joe Dumars.
No,
No. Okay.
I would say no. You need to clean the house. But I don't think Brago has done a bad job.
Yeah.
Because I
See,
mean, he's kind of handcuffed if you think about it.
yeah. See, I think the Pelicans are still 2 to 3 years away from legitimately competing. So you keep Borrego until then. Maybe like don't bring in a brand new coach, and if that blows up, then you really set yourself back. Keep Borrego for a couple more years. If he pops, makes the playoffs one year, great.
You got your guy, but if
Yeah,
he
if not,
doesn't,
you keep building this young core, and then you finally move on from Borrego and go get a hot name in one of those coaching
yeah.
cycles. But we'll
I,
see.
I like Borrego, I really do, but that's a good question. I need to think more about that, but I would lean no
Mhm.
right now. Just, I mean, because the Pelicans are so trash, but
And I
there's
mean,
nothing you can really do.
he's had kind of like a full season technically. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Willie,
Willie Green got fired early on.
yeah. So it's just something to think. Like, I'll be intrigued to see what they do with the offseason.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, oh, also, Brock, we have NFL free agency coming up, but we'll talk about that on
Will
Wednesdays.
Brees Hall be a saint, or will we draft Jeremiah Love? We're not gonna make a mock draft for a while because I mean the draft's a while away.
It's still a while away, bro. Oh my gosh, I want it to happen so
Like I
bad.
really want to make a mock draft, but like I feel like we can wait. We have other things to talk about, so
Yeah,
we'll figure.
100%. All right, you ready to move on to
Let's
college
let's
hoops?
get it.
All right.
You might be dominating this one.
Yeah, Brock can go improv, but we're just gonna go. So I actually wrote down every single conference champion for from the America East to the SEC. Every big conference, every small conference.
So,
Those are the winners. I
so
wrote down other teams.
you don't think Miami, Ohio's winning their
Can
conference?
you not? Can you shut
Well,
up?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought we weren't talking about this on whatever. Go.
So we're gonna start with the ACC to the Big 12, Big East, Big 10. We're gonna go in alphabetically. I'm gonna give my champion. Brock's gonna give his champion. You make that face. I mean, you know the good teams in
Well,
college
yeah, but
basketball.
when we get down here, it's gonna be rough.
No, we're just doing power conferences right now.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I just said. If you turn your ears on, it's been a long day. Here we go. Starting with the ACC. I think this one's kind of obvious, right? I mean, it's got to be the Duke Blue Devils. They did lose to North Carolina a couple weeks ago. North Carolina's a good team, but they don't have Caleb Wilson right now. I don't know when he's going to be back. I think Duke is 100% the easy answer here. Virginia's looked pretty good, but I mean, Duke is legit this year. And look, Duke wasn't able to do it with Conconipple, Cooper Flag, Sion James. I mean, yeah, Kamal Malawak. This team is very good. So you would think they'd be able, I don't know. Duke's just so weird. I mean, the blue-blooded teams have kind of been weird in the last couple of marches, but Duke 100% contender. I think they're going to win the ACC, Brock.
yeah. I feel like the ACC is always weird. Like there's always a lower seed that kind of goes on a run.
Yeah.
Who was it last year? I want to say it was Georgia Tech last year.
Might
Um,
have been.
I might be wrong, but I remember watching like a game at Jesuit in the Commons at lunch, and there was some lower seed that was doing well.
Okay.
But I think this year it's just kind of different. It's kind of like football. The ACC, there's that one good team, although this year there really wasn't. And they Miami, and then everybody else kind of just there.
Which, I
Um,
mean, Miami didn't even make the ACC
exactly.
Conference Championship, so.
ACC is just weird. But yeah, I'm gonna roll with Duke as well. Cameron Boozer, he's gonna be the number one pick. He should be the number one pick over Darren Peterson, who I'm sure we'll talk about when we pick him
All
as
right.
well.
AJ DePantis looked really good,
Yeah, I
bro.
mean, this
Uh,
draft is just so good.
and the Pels don't have a first round pick.
Even like a guy like Darius Acuff, I would be fine with the Pels
Dude,
taking it, and we can't even wish.
we can't even get like. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
Both
Duke.
consensus Duke. Sorry. Big 12. This is the best
This was
conference in
wild.
college basketball.
Yeah.
Uh, you have Iowa State, my Cyclones, really good team. Just lost to BYU on the road. BYU is a very tough environment to play at, though. And AJ Demancia took over. It was one of those games. Houston, obviously, Kelvin Sampson's going to have his team right there every year. And then you have Arizona. Arizona, obviously, um, it has been number one for most of the year. They're not number one currently. But I'm going to pick Arizona to win the Big 12. They got a big win over Houston a couple of nights ago. Um, and yeah, I mean, anybody could win the Big 12, but I'm just going to go with Arizona. They're a very deep team. Koa Pete, Jane Bradley, Brain Burries. Very good team. I'm rocking with Arizona.
Yeah. Big 12 currently has the most ranked teams in a conference with six right
I
now.
didn't even mention Kansas, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Kansas is so weird. It's like you don't know what Darren Peterson's gonna do. Especially when it gets to the tournament, like the actual tournament.
Yeah.
It's kind of great. I saw a good. Hold on, we'll pick it first, and then we'll talk about it. I'm gonna go. I'm not. I'm gonna go away from Arizona, and I'm gonna pick your Cyclones
Wow.
to win the Big 12. Give me
Okay.
Iowa
I
State.
wasn't expecting that.
I
Let's
think
go.
Iowa State's gonna get a one seed because they're gonna win the Big 12 tournament. Give me the Cyclones to win. Don't really know why, but I have a feeling.
I'll shake your hand on that
What I
one.
was gonna say about the Darren Peters thing, it was I don't know. I apologize for his name. He works for Barstool. He works for Brandon Walker. Um,
I'm the wrong guy for this.
yeah, I know. You probably know if you see him, but he said Darren Peterson's kind of in a weird. He's getting like the wrong information from the wrong people because he's gonna go to these NBA like interviews at the combine, and he's either gonna say he's been faking the injuries because he doesn't want to play, or he's injury prone. And I don't
Yeah.
think an NBA team's gonna want either of that.
If you remember, I mean, Ace Bailey last year, now he played his whole, like the whole season, but he kind of had a weird situation with the interviews too, where like there was speculation that he was going to fall out of the lottery and he was projected to go top four. And
Yeah.
I think he wound up going like five or six, something like that. But yeah, it's just a weird situation with Kansas. I think they're well coached enough so that way they'll at least make maybe the Sweet 16
Yeah.
and do some damage in the Big 12, but I don't think they're going to win the Big 12 tournament.
Aren't they like better without him or something?
They are better. I think technically they are better without him,
I mean,
which is very weird.
can't imagine the locker room like
Now I'll tell you this.
respect that guy.
I'll tell you this. Their ceiling is definitely higher with him.
Oh yeah. I mean,
You know?
he's a potential number one pick.
Yeah.
But like I can't imagine like if there was a guy who like the clear best player and he was acting like this, I can't like the rest of the guys I wouldn't want to rally around him.
You're
Um,
100% right.
but I don't know anything. I don't know what the locker room looks like over there in Kansas. So,
Yeah.
but we'll move on.
Yeah,
Big
move
Ten.
on. Now we're gonna go to the Big East next. I love the Big East basketball. Physical conference. UConn is obviously going to be up there every year with Danny Hurley. St. John's is currently leading the Big East with a record or conference record of 15-1, very impressive. Um, and then also sneaky Villanova. Sneaky Villanova. They just played UConn very tight. My Seton Hall Pirates are down there somewhere fighting on the bubble. Maybe if
Yeah,
Seton
they're
Hall
fourth.
can win, yeah, okay, there you go. They're fourth. Maybe if they can win two or three games in the Big East Conference, they'll get in, or in the Big East tournament, they'll get into the March Madness bracket. But I'm rocking with the Johnnies.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with the Johnnies. Look, they started off kind of shaky, but Patino got his boys fighting. Literally, they just had a huge brawl against Providence. I don't know if you saw that. I'll show you after. Huge brawl. But Zuby Ejiofor, one of the best players in the country. I think he's averaging like 18 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, something like that. Filling up the stat sheet every night. Um, yeah, I mean, I think UConn honestly could be prone to getting upset early this year in March Madness. So with that being said, I'm gonna take the Johnnies.
Yeah. I had the Johnnies in one of my brackets last year winning the Natty. Um,
A lot of people did,
yeah.
really.
I mean,
Like a
at the
lot
end
of
of the
people
year,
did.
whenever he like called them out, and then they just went on this crazy run. And then they obviously lost to Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken.
Coach Calipari.
Was that in the round of
I
32?
was in the round of 32. It
Okay.
was a 7 versus 2 seed.
I thought it was 10. I thought Arkansas was a
Or it
10.
might have been 10.
Yeah, I think Arkansas was 10. But I'm just looking at the Big East, and like I feel like I remember all of these teams being good at some point. Like every single team here is just
Except for DePaul. Yeah.
and DePaul's in the middle of the pack. But like
Yeah.
Marquette was in March Madness a few years ago. I remember Providence back in the day.
Marquette's normally this is a down year for
Yeah.
them and Shaka Smart, but they normally have like they're normally like a 3 seed in March Madness. They never haven't really done any
I
damage,
mean,
but
is the Big East the most consistent conference? Like I feel like all these teams are
historically, Big
usually pretty
East I
good.
think is the best conference. Syracuse used to be in the Big
Yeah.
East with Carmelo Anthony.
Wasn't Florida in the Big East?
Oof.
I think Florida was in the Big East back in the day.
Maybe. I don't remember that one.
Anyway,
But
yeah, I'm rolling with the Johnnies as well. I'm not a fan of Dan Hurley. I think he's a not a good guy. I'm not going to use any words, but I don't like him.
I don't think any casual college basketball fan likes Danny Early. Just because like you see the things on his
Yeah,
antics on social media and whatnot. But
fair. And I
uh
am a casual, by the way.
once we get to March Madness, Brock's gonna tap more in.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I've been tapping it.
yeah, especially because of LSU hoops and the great team we have here at our school. Um Next we have the Big Ten, Michigan obviously leading the pack. Very good squad. Illinois, I think Illinois is very good this year. Look, stay tuned. I think Illinois is destined for a very deep run in March Madness this year. Obviously, you're going to have Purdue every single year. They're there, led by Braden Smith, and then you have Nebraska ball. Sorry, the Cornhuskers are there for like the first time in a while.
Yeah,
They're actually really good. I mean,
isn't it they've never won an NCAA tournament game, or it's been like a
I
long,
think it's been like
maybe
it's one of the it's you're right. I don't know
I
what.
saw that at the beginning of the year, and they were like, I think they got all the way up to number 8 in the country. It
Yeah,
was something
they
ridiculous.
might have even been higher.
Maybe.
I don't know, but you have to go with Michigan. I mean, in my opinion, it's the boring pick, but I think Michigan and Illinois, clear and away, are the two best teams. Purdue maybe a little behind them. Um, but Michigan is just a very good team. They were right in that game with Duke when, I mean, Elliot Cadeau, your starting point guard, one of your best players, shot. When I checked, he was 0 for 8 from the field, and they were still right there in the game. So I'm taking Michigan. What you got?
Nebraska has never won a March Madness game, and they are going to win the Big Ten this year. That is my.
Wow.
I'm taking Nebraska. All right, Nebraska ball is here. They're picking up for the football slack. Give me, I don't know, soul on their team, but give me Nebraska ball to win the Big Ten. Obviously, everyone's going to pick Michigan and Indiana, not Indiana,
Illinois.
yeah, them. Um, but I'm rolling with Nebraska ball. The Cornhuskers, they're going to get it done. They're going to get hot at the right time. They're kind of slow. They're kind of getting cold right now, but they're going to turn it back on, and they're going to go on a run in the NCAA tournament.
Are they ranked right now?
They're at 12th.
Okay. Yeah, Jesus. So there, yeah. Um, I remember Nebraska made the tournament, I guess 2 years ago now.
I remember them being in the bracket.
Yeah, they had Asian Steph Curry, Kessie Tominaga. He's playing in the G League right now. That was his nickname. Um, but they lost in the first round, obviously, because like Brock just informed us, they have never won an NCAA tournament game. So moving on, we have, geez, is the last, I must be missing one. No, I guess we can just go straight to the SEC.
Yeah,
I'll let you go first.
Pac-12 is not a thing anymore.
Yeah, pack exactly. That's what I
Um,
was kind of.
hold on. Oh, SEC. SEC is, I mean, about as balanced as you can get. Even a team like Vanderbilt I think, is a sneaky team to get hot in March. Um, just because I watched them play LSU, and that was when LSU still had some sort of hope. And I think they had Dion for that game, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not, but they were still playing well. Um, and right now Vanderbilt is one, two, three, eighth in the league, and I fully expect them to get into the tournament. But
Oh yeah, they're a lock.
I saw Auburn in the most recent like bracketology. They had Auburn in it like 11 or 10, 10 or
Oh,
11 too.
Auburn just saved their season because they beat Kentucky on like a game-winning tip-in. Um,
But I
their
can't see
record's atrocious. It's 15 and
15 and
12.
12. But how in the world can you put that team in the tournament?
They played a gauntlet
Yeah,
this, and they almost beat Houston. Like they lost to Houston by 1 in a game they really should have won. So I think Auburn's going to wind up making the
I mean
tournament.
that'd be crazy. That means one, two, three,
I
four,
think 10, either 10 or 11.
11 SEC teams in the tournament. I mean, I don't agree with that.
Last year, every team made the tournament except for LSU and South Carolina.
That's true. Yeah, wait, that is true.
So
I don't know. I'm an SEC guy. I just don't think the SEC deserves that many teams in the tournament. I think the Big 12 is the better conference, and they should get more teams in, but they're not. Um, but let me stop rambling. Who's gonna win this tournament? I mean, everyone's probably picking Florida, rightfully so. I'm gonna roll with. I'm gonna take Alabama, and that kills me to do. But I think I watched Alabama just play LSU. Alabama's a good team. I'm gonna take Alabama, but watch out for Arkansas. I'll tell you that. That's a dark horse.
yeah,
Arkansas with Darius a cuff, like they could easily make some noise in the tournament.
yeah, 100%. I mean, you saw it last year with Boogie Fland, who's now at Florida.
Yeah.
Um, but just piggybacking on what you said earlier, I think Missouri's a bad team, and they're going to wind up making the tournament. Like I
Missouri
really
who's
don't
lost
think
it.
Missouri, yeah, like I really don't think Missouri is good at all, and they're probably going to make the tournament as like a 10 seed. Like you
Yeah.
best believe I'm picking that 7 seed to
I think
beat.
Missouri always sneaks in as like a 10
Yeah,
seed,
they do.
like
Like
a 10 or 11
yeah,
every year.
with Michael Porter Jr. back in the day. Um, well said. I think Bama's going to win it all too, or win it all, win the SEC tournament too. And you mentioned Arkansas. Bama and Arkansas, I feel like are extremely similar teams. Run very fast, shoot a bunch of threes. Um, Bama's one of these teams. If they get hot at the right time, nobody can beat them, but
Yeah.
they could go ice cold. Um, also, I gotten this deep, and I haven't mentioned Florida. Florida's going to be the favorite to win the SEC tournament, and probably will be a 2 seed. Maybe even if they win the SEC tournament convincingly, they could get a 1 seed depending on how the other top dogs do.
Yeah.
But I think Bama's backcourt with Aiden Holloway and LeBaron Philon is just it's electric, and I think they're gonna get hot. I mean, really, that I'm just banking on Bama getting hot, and I think
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. So give me Alabama. Alabama versus Florida, 1 versus 2 in the SEC championship. That's what's gonna happen. Um, and then Bama's gonna play Arkansas in a very tight game in the semifinals.
Yeah, I like it.
Believe it. But yeah, that's all I got. Stay tuned for TikToks more on college basketball.
Yeah.
It's my favorite time of the year. March Madness is my favorite sporting event. I can't speak for Brock, but
I'm more of a baseball guy.
yeah, College World Series. That's also a great time. But I mean, nothing in my
We
opinion
didn't
beats.
talk about college baseball. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, this the thing is, there's really nothing to say other than
it's kind of
they're
expected.
dominant.
Yeah, it's
That's expected.
I will say William Schmidt. Yeah, I'm happy to see him do well.
Okay,
Through
yeah.
5 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, only 3 hits allowed.
How many runs?
None.
None.
LSU won 11-0 in game 3.
There we go, Schmidt.
Swept,
I mean, if imagine you get Schmidt going.
dude. I think if Schmidt can get going and moves to that Saturday role, and you can have Cooper Moore on Sundays, LSU's going to win a lot of games. Going to win a lot of games.
They might not lose.
Well, okay, everybody's going to lose.
Everybody's baseball.
LSU's going to
But
lose at some point. So I hate to be that guy. I work with the team, and I can promise you LSU will lose.
yep,
Um,
that's just how baseball goes.
yes. I mean, the SEC, especially in the SEC.
Mhm.
Nobody's ever going to, I don't think anybody's ever gone undefeated in the SEC, and it won't start this year.
Yeah, I
As good as
can't
LSU
imagine
is.
that's
Like,
happened. Yeah,
I think the only team that has a chance to go undefeated this year was UCLA, and then they lost, actually. So actually, everybody,
they lose like one of the first games of the year
yeah,
to Santa Barbara.
they just blew the doors off of TCU this weekend, who's a
TCU's
top 10
top
team,
10.
and UCLA just had their way with them. Um,
I
but
don't know. I don't know.
it's not a lot to talk about in college baseball right now. It's college basketball's time. College baseball's time will come. Um, but yeah, that's gonna do it for episode
Yep.
97. Stay tuned. Wednesday, we're going to put out episode 98. It's already set in stone. It will happen.
Around this time too, 3:04
Yeah,
Central Standard Chicago
sure,
time.
sure. Look out for that college basketball TikTok will be put out on Monday. So Tuesday, we're gonna put out a Pelicans TikTok, and then I'm gonna tell you how to fix the MLB on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that.
And then after that, you're just gonna get bombarded with college basketball content. I'm sorry,
From yours truly.
y'all love it. So
Yeah, thank you everyone who watches. Thank you. We appreciate it. Mom and Dad, get home safe from DC, please.
oh,
I know you're watching this. Yeah, thank you. We will see you for episode 98.
peace.
Later.